Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all like pals? Do y'all like the world? Well, you're gonna love Palworld, yeah! That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. Anyways, today I'm gonna be talking about Palworld. And if any of y'all don't really know what that is, I wouldn't blame you because this game blew up out of nowhere. Like, for real, in the first 5 days, this game has sold 7 million copies. That's a pretty big sales number. Anyways, Palworld is kinda like Pokemon, right? Except it has like a survival aspect to it. Just think of it like Pokemon, Minecraft, Fortnite, Ark. Add a few little bugs and jank to that and you got Palworld. And surprisingly, it's fun. Honestly thought I wouldn't like it, but I did. But that's not why I'm talking about it today. Since this game has become so popular so fast, it has amassed a lot of good reviews and a lot of controversy. People have been calling it a Pokemon ripoff, saying that this game is just one big ol' acid flip, and there's even some talk that this game was made entirely by AI. And to most of the criticisms, I say, chill the fuck out. It ain't that deep. This is just some Pokemon-inspired survival game, and it so happens to be fun and popular and shit. And maybe it's doing so good because people are just craving for a good Pokemon game, right? But Nintendo, specifically Game Freak, isn't really delivering, or hasn't been, for a while now. And I don't mean to offend any Pokemon fans, but that's just how it is. Pokemon games haven't really been doing too well, and they've just been like the same game each and every year. Like, even Pokemon fans have been shitting on Pokemon games. But then this game comes out, and then for some reason a lot of people just want to shit on it. Specifically Pokemon fans, calling it a ripoff or an acid flip and shit, when they really have to look themselves in the mirror and realize that most Pokemon games these days are pretty much kinda like acid flips, right? Like I said before, Pokemon is pretty much the same game each and every year now. They always pretty much just use the same assets each and every year, so just think about it for a little bit. Honestly, if I was a Pokemon fan, I'd be excited, because there's finally like good competition against Pokemon right now, which might make them, make a good game for once. The only criticism I'm not going to ignore about this game is a theory that it was made by AI, and I wanted to dismiss this at first, but then some tweets were discovered from the CEO of Pocket Pair, which is the studio that made Palworld, and he was talking about and praising AI, and even used AI as an example of how it could make Pokemon-like monsters. And I must say this, that is pretty concerning. My opinions on AI are pretty complicated, to be honest, but I do think using AI to make a game is kind of cringe, I guess. And that would change my opinion on this game a lot. But it hasn't been confirmed that Pocket Pair used AI to make Palworld, but you'd never know, right? But even if this game used AI or not, people are still gonna trash on it because it's popular, especially Pokemon fans. Like, they're even demanding Nintendo to do something about this game, and some people even try to expose Palworld for using the same models as other Pokemon, as shown in this image right here. But I must say that this shit right here is fake. This dude faked everything. He was just messing and tweaking with the models and stuff, and when everyone found out he was lying, and just said, "I am doing this because I think it's disgusting how much Palworld glorifies animal abuse." Man, shut up, it's just a game. But I guess all this controversy and calling for Nintendo to do something has gotten the Pokemon Company's attention. And let me repeat that again, the Pokemon Company, not Nintendo. Honestly, if Nintendo was gonna do something about Palworld, they would have done it a long time before it even launched. Like, if Nintendo knew about a game that was using Pokemon-like creatures, and this game was doing something that Nintendo deemed was infringing on their copyright, they would have fucking smashed down on this studio. Cease and desist everywhere. They might have even sent out like some master level Nintendo ninja or something. Like, Nintendo does not like people using their stuff, and they aren't afraid to be assholes. So Palworld actually launching means something. But due to all the controversy, the Pokemon Company released this statement. "We have received many inquiries regarding another company's game released in January 2024. We have not granted any permission for the use of Pokemon, intellectual property, or assets in that game. We intend to investigate and take the appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to the Pokemon. We will continue to cherish and nurture each and every Pokemon and its world, and work to bring the world together through Pokemon in the future." By the Pokemon Company. Yep, they plan to investigate a game that was released in January 2024. That is most definitely Palworld. So I guess we'll finally see if Palworld is like infringing on some Pokemon property or something. Like, yeah, you know, some of the pals do look like copies of Pokemon, right? That's another criticism of the game I have. But a lot of them have pretty unique designs and shit. And if they have to, I think they might just cut out some of them pals from the game. But I do hope the Pokemon company doesn't just straight up make them delete this game. It's a fun game, and I honestly want to see where it goes, you know, and what this could mean, you know, for Pokemon games in the future. So whatever happens, I wish Palworld the best, to be honest. Unless during this investigation, it does come out that they used AI to make this game, then, well, to hell with it, to be honest. But I don't really think it was made with AI. I would have a feeling the game would look a lot buggier, a lot messier. The designs for the pals, the designs for the pals would look a lot more cursed or something. Like, there's a good amount of personality in this game, and I don't think AI could make something like that, but who knows. Anyways, I think that's all for me today. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Adios, and bye-bye.